We are also quite aware that the United States of America will be going to their own elections. We wish them well. Let democracy prevail. And as the ANC will again continue to engage with whoever wins, because we have an interest in ensuring that we foster relations that are good for our own national interests and that are going to contribute towards inclusive growth, fighting poverty in our country, and creating better economic opportunities for those who are disenfranchised. It is in our national interest to build relationships that are for the good of South Africans.
A pivotal moment as one of South Africa's partners, the US is heading to the polls, and whoever wins, the implications will be far-reaching.
Indeed, the US is very important in the globe, not only for the people of the US in terms of participating in the elections, because of its long-running democracy. It should serve as an example when there are elections. So, as you are aware, in the US, there are various levers of power. One of them is Congress, the State Department, and the various other think tanks that are found in the U.S. We myself, and Minister Tao of Trade and Industry, we have engaged with almost all of them. Think tanks in the U.S. we have engaged in a bipartisan manner, both Democrats and Republican think tanks.
But it was also time for the ANC to reflect on a number of burning issues, including the developments in Botswana after the BDP was booted out of power in the recent elections.
The will of the people of Botswana, and I think that must be greatly appreciated, just as we have also embraced the will of the people of South Africa. Of course, it is something that we also have to draw lessons on and work together to renew ourselves and reflect on what might have actually gone wrong. But not only reflect on the past, but also make a contribution about the way forward. And that's what the ANC has done, even with our own situation, as Comrade Thabo Mbeki said yesterday, that we must appreciate how the BDP considered defeat and moved on, and even reached out to the leadership of the UDC.
The party is concerned about post-election violence in Mozambique.
I do hope that even the debates, the controversies that have arisen in Mozambique will be sorted out. Given the particular history of Mozambique and the conflict between Frelimo and Renamo and all of that, I'm sure that we would be very interested here that those conflicts are matters of dispute are resolved peacefully. In Mozambique, but they must be resolved. But I think what the example of Mozambique is, of Botswana is saying to all of us is that it's a good example for the region. We all say we're Democrats. We must support the democratic processes.
Our view is that we need to encourage a situation where there's peace and order and stability, so that then Mozambique can move forward, and we hope that organs of the region and those of the continent will assist in making sure that there is peace, stability and harmony in Mozambique.
Meanwhile, the ANC has backed government in calling for a de-escalation in the Middle East and fully supports government's case before the International Court of Justice, stressing that Israel should be held accountable as the conflict continues in Gaza. Khumalo, SABC News, Kempton Park.